It says, "Hey, coach, there's this girl I like, but don't know personally. Should I just but don't know her personally? Should I just pray about it or try to get to know her as a friend?" Um, Never use friendship. Well, how can I put this? Don't use friendship as a way to get to know a person, because that friendship, your motive is relationship. You see what I'm saying? So what I would do is I would give her completely over to God. I wouldn't worry about her. I won't think about her, because why waste your time getting to know what could be good for you and you miss out on what's the best for you. Right? There's a lot of women out there that are compatible with you. They will work well with you. Y'all will do great things together. But when it comes to the person that God has for you, that's a purpose person. See, there may be women that are compatible. There may be men that's compatible to women. I may be compatible. Women may be compatible. There's a lot of compatibility. But when it comes to purpose, there's one person for that. And a lot of people say, well, Josh, what if my husband dies? God already knew that person was going to die, so that person was never originally yours in the first place. It don't matter what happens to a person. God already knows. God ain't the type of guy that's going to be like, that's all I have for you, I'm so sorry. No, God already knows. That's just that type of question is from man's standpoint versus from God's standpoint. Everything in life has to be viewed from his vantage point, because when you understand his vantage point, everything within your sphere of life makes sense. So if you say, well, I feel this zeal, or I feel eager, I feel pressed to get to know this person, because what if she's it? That if you're pressed to do anything, you're not impressed by God. Because if you impressed by God, you ain't pressed to do anything. When you're pressed for something, then you have lost being impressed by God, and God's character and nature and likeness hasn't been impressed on you. No matter anything that you are the most impressed by is putting an impression on you. And see, and that impression is flooding into your character, it's flooding into your action. So if you're pressed, there's nothing wrong with liking somebody, but never be pressed for somebody, because then you're going to end up making that person your idol. And then what demons in them, or whatever personality trait, or whatever influence on them is going to be there, it's going to be an impression on you. But there's no imprint of God on you. So, yes, it's nothing. Listen, there's nothing wrong with liking somebody. I would just pray and give it over to God and examine your heart. God, was I about to make her an idol? Do I still have an idolatry problem? Am I idolizing the idea of relationship, the idea of love? God, am I really impressed by you? Am I really, do I really put you above everything? When you begin to ask yourself those type of questions, you'll begin to lose sight, or those things, even her, will become dim in comparison to divine. You see what I'm saying? So I would not try to get to know her, because that's not fair to her. And that's not fair to you, to try to say, I'm gonna try to be her friend, and as being her friend, you had intention the whole time to be her husband. You see what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden now you're causing more damage than need to be. So give it over to God. Don't pursue, because pursuing is going to confuse her. Pursuing is going to confuse you, even if you're pursuing a friendship. Because pursuing a friendship, we all know, two people who are attracted to each other can't be friends. It's going to turn into something deeper. And what the best thing to do is trust it with God, and be cordial, be nice, but do not pursue anything with her without a clearance from God. And that's my advice to you, family.